Hi everybody, hi every spirit. Esoteric Clouds are here, ready to start a video, starting a ride in Esoteric Cloud, which is a lighter, less dense, and also vibing on a frequency and vibration vehicle. And when your spirit jumps into it, you can fly, you can float to higher, more expanded, wider and wiser realms of reality. Remember to check the links in the description down below. Remember to support the channel in any way you seem cool and fit to yourself. Let's get the video started. So, today we're talking about some walking contradictions, right? Sorry about that, y'all. I just don't have the support with me here on the ride. We have to do it as we go. And, many people are walking contradictions, like religious people, right? They hate Lucifer, but that's what they do. They create lies and imaginations to make them feel secure, or they hate Satan and they be opposing the church by having their own individual view. So they are walking contradictions. And that's just an example. That's not the point of the video right now. The point of the video is, like, sometimes I have conversations with people in my real life, in my surroundings, and every time we reach a space where we talk about laws, they always be like, we need laws, because if we didn't have laws, people would start killing each other, right? They have that mentality, and that touches in one of my most recent videos called The Human Nature. That's because they think the human nature is aggressive. They think the human nature is violent. They think the human nature wants to kill and things like that, and that's not true. So if you want to know more about that, go check my video called The Human Nature, right? And recently, with this situation of the war happening on Ukraine and shit like that, there was a time I was hanging out with my friends, chilling, and we were talking about this, and they were like agreeing with the war on Ukraine. They were defending the people from Ukraine, but they were still agreeing with the war. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck about war. I don't agree with that war. I don't agree with any war, okay? War is just like population control tactics. It's just like, it's not your country. You don't have the country. The country don't belong to you. You have no authority over that country. That country never helps you. And why protect one country? You live in the world, I was with things like that. And then I reached the conclusion that be like, these motherfuckers, they be like, oh, we need laws, because if we don't have laws, people start killing each other. But then, right, they say we want laws, because without laws, people kill each other. But then they support war, which is people killing each other. Do you see how is that? Oh, they are a walking contradiction. Do you see how lost in the mind those people are? They don't have a realistic perspective. They are not talking about something real, right? Because they are defending something, and then they are protecting another thing that goes against what they are defending, and they don't even realize that. That's called cognitive dissonance, right? Their cognitive capabilities, they are not in sync. They are desynced, so they make no sense out of things. They are lost into those things. They can't get out, right? They are always sinning. They are always misunderstanding, right? And that's basically the point. Me and Miss Taria, we were talking, and we just, not right now, but we already had this conversation. By the way, check our podcast here on the channel, Spirit to All. And we were like, bro, those people, they are really walking contradictions, because they're afraid of dying in the first place. That's why they feel the need to have laws to protect them, because they think if with no laws, somebody just comes out of nowhere in the street and kills you. That's not true. You need to be in a very, very deep emotional state in order to commit murder.
And one of the things that I really want to point out is that people they think that you need laws to protect someone from killing someone, but if you really want to kill
You're
someone,
gonna do it anyway.
you're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah.
That's
And then
not
they be
a-
like, oh, but there is consequences right now, and there will be consequences without law.
Anyways,
You like
yeah.
imagine you live in a town, right? And you kill somebody, you're gonna be exiled from the town. It's
Yeah.
not there is no laws, so nothing happens to you. You just live your normal life, and while you killed somebody, no, you're
Yeah.
gonna be persecuted by the people, and that's how laws came to be. That's how police came to be, from the people, and then the government took that and now uses that against the people, you know. But the people started to do that by themselves, you know. Like imagine there will be no laws, there will be no written law, or there will be no police. And if you kill somebody, you're gonna suffer consequences anyway. You're gonna be exiled, or you're gonna be killed, like the whole town against you,
Yeah.
or you're gonna be sacrificed to the gods in that ancient perspective. Something, you know. People will not accept somebody else killing another person, you know. So people are in a spell, right? They are protecting their enslavers, and they are using the fact that we need laws because we don't want people to kill each other. And then they be supporting wars where it's literally people killing each other. And that's it, that's all, guys. Just be aware with what you believe, be aware of what you preach. Don't be a walking contradiction. Have a realistic way to look at the world. And it's alright to not have the clearest perspective. Nobody has, alright? Nobody knows everything. But that at least make sure you're not against yourself, and make sure what you're saying is real. Because them saying we need laws to prevent others from killing each other, that's not real. Even with laws, you can go and shoot somebody. You can go on YouTube and see somebody shooting somebody else and they don't go to jail. So it's not the laws that work, it's the people that do it. So when they say we need laws, that's not real, that's emotional, that's not logical, that's emotional. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So they're not even being smart, they're not even being a man, they are being a female. I'm not saying females are dumb or anything. I'm just saying females, or not the females, but the feminine energy is not logic. Okay, it's illogical, it's magic, it's different. It comes from the feelings, right? And I'm saying that because they be sounding so smart, because they be pulling out those books. And one of my friends was like, I read a book on the subject, and it was a big book. Like the fact it being a big book should have more authority on the subject. And I told me, I don't care about your books, because your books come out of reality, and I'm speaking out of reality. So I know the same out of those books. And if you want to tell me something out of that book, you need to tell me the space that the author was in when he was writing the book. If you don't know that, you don't know shit about the book, because somebody wrote it. And if you don't know who wrote it, you don't know anything, because they might be saying something and your space of interpretation might be completely missing out. You know, you don't know the background of the author. You might know that he studied in that certain university, but you don't know where you don't know the space where the information of the book came from. You don't know the intention behind the author. So you're not even being real. You're just following blindly somebody else's light, somebody else's expression, okay? But yeah, that was the point of the video. Don't be a walking contradiction. And I think the example I'm giving is pretty good. They be like, we need laws to protect ourselves, because if we don't have laws, people kill each other. And then in the same breath, in the same sentence, they be like, I support the war on Ukraine, which is literally people killing each other. So on one hand, they be like, we need something to stop people killing each other. We need, okay? They are in a state of my head because my windows are open. We need something. We need an external savior to save us from killing each other. and on the other breath, on the next word, but I support the war, which is people killing each other. That makes no fucking sense. That makes no fucking sense. And that's not the only example that there is, but majority of people, their mind bent in on itself, so they're not using the mind to see the world, they're using the mind to see the mind. So they don't know shit, they don't see reality in front of their eyes, you know? So yeah guys, pay attention to people around you. They might trying to make you believe what they believe. They might be trying to protect their insecurities. They might trying to recruit you to their mission. They might just want to feel relatable. Many people just want to look smart when talking shit. They just want to look smart, alright? And you have to keep that in mind. They are not looking at reality. They are looking at themselves, or they are looking at somebody else's perspective of reality. So they are not as real as you. They are not as spiritual as you. They are not as smart as you. It's because they are using their smart ability for the wrong thing. Okay? And I was just here trying to think about another example, but I think this one is really good. In one hand, we need laws. I don't want people to kill each other. On the other hand, I support war, which is literally people killing each other. So keep that in mind. Check the links in the description down below. Check Mystaria as well. Huge shout out to my SoulGroup, to everybody out there changing the world right now. Huge shout out to Archangel Uriel and Micah Hell. Until the next time, it's a Cloud Surfer surfing up. See you soon.
Bye.